feel like I need more water in here. Fill that up after. Well, this is just gonna have to sit here for a couple hours. It's just gonna have to happen. All right. Crapola. I need to find my wrist brace. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, that's the wrong hand. Where's the left-handed one? I don't know how my wrist brace always ends up in the living room. Hey, Jan. Crapola. Crapola. Don't know how this always ends up in the living room, but it's all good. We got it now. Just untuck everything and then strap myself in and we will be good to go. I painted the bottoms of the candle holders today, so they are drying. I will be ready to varnish tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, I believe. I think, yes, Friday. So tomorrow I'm going to be live from 2 to 4 and from 7 to 9 tomorrow. On one will be Facebook and one will be Instagram. I apologize, I don't have it in front of me to know which one is which. I will start writing it down, but that is when we will varnish the tea light candle holders. And then on Saturday from 1 to 3 here, maybe 2 to 4. I might have to switch it to 2 to 4 again this week because that might be the day I'm going to see my dad this week. So anyways, on Saturday, either from 1 to 3 or 2 to 4, keep an eye on my Facebook page and I'll let you know for sure. I will do the felt on the bottom of the tea light candle holders too. I haven't sorted that brace. I know, right? I can't believe that it's not covered in paint already. I just have a couple little bits, but nothing too major. Hey, Barb. But I'm shocked that it's not completely covered yet. Shocked. All right, so we did top dots. The final top dots in the center. I'm going to let this one dry for a good amount of time because there's a lot of paint on here. But it's going to feel really cool because it's really nice and bumpy. We're going to do just a couple little pink dots around the edge to finish this off, and then we're going to do the handle today and the signature. So then this one is going to be done. But we're just going to, I'm not going to try and squeeze in another swoop. I'm just going to make sure that the pink ends up on this piece again. So we're literally just going to finish off this way. And then this one is going to air dry. I'm probably going to let this one air dry for a good 30 days. Because there are so many layers of paint, the paint is, and each layer was put on fairly thick. I really want to give it lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of time to dry. Two more. And then this one is done. Then we can do the handle. No pink swoops. I don't think they're going to fit. It's a little tight up here. So we're just going to have the pink dots, and that's going to be the finishing touch for this one. Aw, thanks, Jan. I know, the cards are on their way to you, Jan. Isn't that wonderful? What device am I using to paint with? I'm using nail dotting stylus tools that have these metal balls on the end, and I also use a set of tools by a company called DIY Mandala Stones that have different sized flat ends, and they feel like holding a pencil in your hand. Thanks, Janice. How you doing? It's good to see ya. Thanks for coming to hang out. All right, so let's do the handle now. So the handle, we are going to start with a gold center dot, and then we'll just do some normal swoopy swoops to finish it off. So let's see how many colors we have. We have red, orange, yellow, green, teal, blue, purple, pink. Perfect. So we're going to use a little bit more golds. You're welcome. I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints. They cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or after air curing for a minimum of 21 days. And it is Harry Potter tattoo. It is Luna Lovegood Spectre Specs. All right. So yes, it is. It's Luna's glasses. Let's see if I can zoom in and get this a little bit better for you guys. I know there's going to be a lot of glare, and I apologize for that. And now we do the bottom half. What you're looking for painting on ceramics is paints that specifically say they can be used on glass, because it'll be the same smooth surface that we have to try and adhere to. Hi, Paula. How are ya? It's good to see ya. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? All right. Hey, Molly. Everybody's here. Hello, everybody. And if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Jamie. I'm a dot mandala artist, or a mandala artist, really, because I do other kinds of mandalas, not just dot mandalas. This is just what I do the most. And today we are painting, putting the finishing touches on a mug that I painted that was inspired by a card pull from my dot mandala inspiration deck that I made. And the prompt was rainbow. And let's zoom out. And then there we go. How does it stay on? I use multi-surface acrylic paints that cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe, and they're designed specifically for painting on smooth surfaces like glass and ceramics. Oh, I'm glad you find it relaxing. That's wonderful. So all of my mugs will have a design like this. I often forget to film painting the handles, so but I think it turned out really good. I think the top dots are super cool. I'm really, really happy with how this one turned out. Let's flip it over though, and I'm going to sign the bottom. It's good to see you guys. I hope you've had a good day. Happy Thursday. Oh, thanks, Barb. Thanks, T. Baxter. I'm doing good, Molly. How about you? Hanging in? Oh, thank you, Terry. That's so kind. I appreciate that very much. So I'm just going to sign the bottom here. Let me get in here so you can actually see what I'm doing. That's so kind. Thank you. And then we've got another mug that we're going to work on. That's the green mug. So we're going to work on that today too. Now while I'm painting, just know that I can't see the screen on my phone. So when I'm painting, I can't see your comments. So if it takes me a minute or two to answer your comment, please know that I'm not ignoring you. I will come back to the comments and scroll back and catch up on whatever I've missed. But when I'm painting, it takes me a while to do. So I'm not going to be doing another shop update for a couple of weeks. There's still quite a few mugs left from last week's update. I did not do a great job at posting about that other than on launch day, on update day. But there are some new mugs. The ones that you, if you've been watching my lives, ones that you'll recognize from the lives. So if you want to check those out, they are definitely there. The first pattern is almost done. I'm hoping to release it in another week or so stay tuned for that. I will keep you posted when it's ready. What else is new? Making a whole bunch of blank tea light candle holders. I painted the bottoms of the yellow and the teal and purple and pink tea light candle holders. So they are drying now, and then I will be able to varnish them hopefully tomorrow. And then I'm making a whole bunch more of the candle holders so that I can paint more. They just take a full week to dry after they come out of the molds, but I will be able to, so excited to start painting them again next week. And I also have molded some incense holders. So I'm really, really excited. All right, let me scroll back now and see what I have missed. I do, D. Baxter. The links are in my bio. Another snow day. Oh, no. So are you supposed to be back physically in school tomorrow, Molly, then? And look, I signed 2022. It's getting easier. First couple times I've been signing 2021 still. All right, so I'm going to put that one aside. I'll let it dry. And then we've got this one that we are going to continue working on today. We're going to do some top swoops and some other fun stuff too. So I've got my 4 colors here and we'll be good to go. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Jan. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? How are you feeling? How are you doing? So I was using a clay sculpture tool. It is a straight tool, just has the end. I've also used embossing tools and scoring tools from the Dollar Tree. They work really well too. This is a ultra tiny one. So these are clay sculpture tools. So very, very straight tools and can do really teeny tiny dots. Now this mug isn't inspired by a card pull. This is just something that I wanted to do. So this one's just for fun. Oh, I hope so, Molly. I hope you're able to. It does look very Irish-esque, doesn't it? I'm starting on St. Paddy's Day stuff before the holidays there. Oh, Carolyn, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sending you so much love. I wish I could give you a big hug. I will definitely let you know for sure, Molly. I'll keep you posted. I know, I did my brace. I'm growing up. Oh, thanks, Molly. I'm so glad you like it. Hi, Lisa. Good to see ya. Holy cow, there's a whole bunch of people here. Hi, 80 plus people. I'm Jamie. I'm a dot mandala artist for painting mugs. Welcome. If you have any questions, please let me know. I tend to talk a lot while I'm painting, so I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm going to go in and do some top dots on these little guys in here, on these ones, and then we're going to start with some top dots and some stuff going on in here too. Oh, thank you, May Place. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. I have so much fun doing these, so the fact that you guys enjoy seeing what I'm doing is just icing on the cake. Oh, thank you, Honey Badger. That's so kind. I appreciate that very, very much. All right, so we're going to use a metallic mint green. Yeah, so I hand paint these. I've got a bunch of other mugs available on my website if you want to take a peek at some of the other designs I've done, or in some of my previous videos, of course, too. I haven't posted a lot of videos here on TikTok lately. I've been kind of lazy with my content creation, but I'm building up a backlog right now so I can stay ahead of myself. But yeah, I hand paint all of these. I use multi-surface acrylic paints. And hand paint all these mugs. Oh, Brittany, that's so lovely to hear. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you enjoy coming and spending time here, and I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. Sometimes I look at the things you made and completely baffles me that you hand paint them. Oh, that's so kind. What a compliment. Thank you. So to start them, you start with a center dot, and then I go around and I start by dotting at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. And then I just methodically go around and start dividing all of those spaces. So I put a space halfway, then I have a space here, so then I put another space, a dot halfway there, and just keep dividing those spaces in half until I have all the dots that I need. Once you lay the foundation for a decent first row, then that's going to translate to the rest of your design really well. And the rest is then just playing with color, playing with different design elements, trying different things, some things working out, some things really not working out, and just kind of having some fun with it. But it's very relaxing. It's incredibly therapeutic. I find that my heart rate slows right down, my breathing slows down, my mind gets quieter. It enjoys focusing on this. So I've found it to be incredibly meditative and healing. And that's my favorite part about it. Oh, look at how those, they just glow like little stones now. Oh, that's gonna look so pretty. I like taking screenshots when the kids ask what you do. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. It's a lot of my ideas come from, at some point I saw someone or saw a picture do something similar, and it made me either want to try it or made me think of something a little bit different. Absorbing a ton of other content can always help, right? Watching what other people are doing and creating, and really figuring out what it is that you enjoy looking at, right? It's always about following the joy too. So the top dots here, so we do layers of dots, and we can change the colors of those dots to make them look like they're almost 3D. So watch now as I go through with the mint green around here. This is what I always kind of think of as the magic of top dots. You can do something so simple, just adding another dot and a slightly lighter color, and it's going to make it look like a completely different piece. Oh, thank you. Yes, this paint is permanent. It will cure to be top shelf, dishwasher safe. Now, I always recommend gentle hand washing just because of the delicate design. I'm super paranoid like that. I'm like, if I'm paying some good money for a mug, I'm not. I would always recommend that you hand wash. Never soak, and it's not microwave safe. That is the only downfall, is that it is not microwave safe. If you're someone like me who makes cups of tea and then forgets them all day, then you can probably relate to wanting to be able to microwave. But yeah, so these are gonna, I can either bake them in the oven to cure them, or I can air dry them. So I air dry them because baking in the oven causes the paint to heat up, and that can sometimes result in bubbling. And I've gotten to the point where I am taking a long time to create these, and the idea of bubbling just breaks my heart. Absolutely breaks my heart. Watch now as I go through the maker. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you guys. That's so kind. Hi, Steph. I haven't done wine glasses at this point, but I do have actually a set of 4 stemless tumblers that I'm going to do. And it's always possible sometime in the future. Mug warmer plate. Yeah, that would be nice. That would work perfectly well. And yeah, then it wouldn't have to worry about the microwave, right? Yeah, they're pretty fantastic, eh? Oh, thank you, Janice. Tenny, I am using multi-surface acrylic paints. The ones that I'm using here are a mixture of Craft Smart. The gold is Folk Art, and the mint green metallic is, what's it? Martha Stewart. And I'm looking at the mint green metallic, and I think we need another little row of them. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Oh, yeah, they could make good gifts. Thank you for that. That's a cool idea. Yeah, that already looks nice. It just adds a little extra shine. So yeah, I will eventually do those stemless tumblers. I've seen a couple people do like the champagne flutes too. Fine Rosa did some beautiful champagne flutes. I find them on Instagram. And they were beautiful. All right, now I'm happy. I've got a little bit extra bling on here now. All right, yeah, I like that better. Just that extra little bit of shine in the middle. All right, I have no idea if model paint would work. I've never used model paint, and I'd recommend checking the bottles. If it works and will cure to be washable on glass, then it could potentially work, but you'd have to check with your paint manufacturer. Oh, thanks, May. This one was not from a prompt. This one was, I had been painting. Here, let me grab. I'll show you the tea light candle holders again. I had been painting this, the tea light candle holder. And it really, really, really made me want to do one of these in every single color. So that's when I grabbed a mug. And I've been wanting to do some single color grades for a while. So it just kind of made me want to jump on board with that. So, oh, and here's the other one. So these are the ones that I'll be varnishing tomorrow. I know, yeah, I know you love this one, Jan. I'm going to do this one into a pattern. This one's going to go into a pattern as well. And this one's going to go into a pattern. I think the blue and the teal, the blue, teal, and pink one, this one is going to be the next pattern, pattern number 2, and then pattern number 3. And then I will eventually create patterns for these kind of tea light candle holders as well for people who have the same stuff to paint on. So that'll be cool. Oh, I'm so glad you like them. Yeah, always check the paint description to see if it says it's good on glass and if it's going to cure. And enamel paints do work, right? Enamel paints, porcelain paints, glass paints, all of those. So the best way to know for sure is to just check your bottles. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Shannon. How you doing, love? Yeah, I want to do more of the sunflower ones. Big time. And I love the purple, pink, and blue. I'm so glad you like it too, Steph. Thank you. Yes, I do have to remember to finish the teal in the middle. Thank you. My wrist has been getting really sore just from the different awkward angles that I have to hold the mugs at. So I just have to stabilize my wrist to keep it from getting kind of wonky. Hello, my love. Do you know, ever since I did that video with you and used the voice to the text to voice and it called you Javakity, that's all I can think of every single time I see, look, it's Javakity. It absolutely kills me all the time. Yeah, so I just have to be careful and make sure that my wrist is a little supported. I know, right? It's the first thing that pops into my head. All right, so we're just going to add some more top dots around here. And then we're going to add something to these dark green swoopies too. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this one. So if you are taking a look at any of the mugs that I have available in my shop, there are a couple that have not fully cured yet that are listed there. So just know that the date that the mug will be available to ship is written right in the product description. If there's no date written in the product title, it's ready to go right away. I also listed some imperfects that are on there as well. A couple of mugs that are not going to be usable because I used the wrong paint, so they're not washable, but they could be cool for like a paintbrush holder or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you read the product descriptions and the full product title to just get as much information as you can. And of course, if you need more information, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. But just keep that in mind when you're looking at the different items, that if they're not ready to ship right now, there will be an actual date written in the product title. Have I accidentally smeared one? Nope, but I did miss one. I missed one here. Skipped right over that one. But I don't see any smears. Okay, I'm just scrolling back. I'm going to catch up on the comments here. It's so much fun, May. You'll get there. You'll get there. Oh, big, huge hugs to you too, my dear. Thank you. I'll definitely tell Audrey. Thank you, though, Kelly Janine. Hi, Heidi. Plant holders. Yeah, plant holders would be another really good option. Yeah. Oh, you're going to have so much fun, May. Oh, Jan caught it. She saw the one that I missed. Thanks, Jan. Hello, Catherine. How you doing, love? It's good to see ya. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. All right, so we're going to do some top swoops on top of these dark green now. Oh, so you're super close. You're totally going to get there. Totally going to get there. Oh, cool, Steph. If you have questions, let me know. My head's spinning with the ideas for our homeschoolers art class. Oh, yeah, that could be fun. You can get some, you don't need to spend money on a bunch of fancy tools either. Anything that has a round flat end can work really well for this. So if you have, what is it that I'm thinking of? If you have crochet hooks, if you have unsharpened round pencils, if you have drill bits, if you have wooden dowels, toothpicks, there's so many things from around the house that you can use to do dot mandalas as well. I hope you'll be able to go live soon too, Molly. I don't understand why. I don't understand how you don't have 1,000 yet. Oh, I'm glad that you're happy, Catherine. How have you been? Are you doing good? Keep being consistent, May. Keep posting that content and keep being consistent and showing up. And it'll happen when you least expect it. And share what you know, right? Share what you know. That's okay, Molly. Oh, Catherine, that'll be so fun. Official Drags, I use nail dotting stylus tools, these ones that have the metal balls on the end. They're double-ended ones that have different size metal balls on them. I also have a set of tools. One end is the metal ball tools and the other end is a silicone brush, great for pulling paint off. And then I also use a set by DIY Mandala stones, where each end is a different size and they're numbered. Oh, I'm so glad, May. Thank you. Yeah, so anything that you have around the house that ends of paintbrushes, anything that has a round or flat end you can dot with. So yeah, have fun with that. How Molly's account doesn't have more followers, I don't understand. If anybody here is not already following mallrocks.co, you are missing out. And you should be following her. All right, I'm going to paint for a little bit here. And then after I do these, oh, I just got paint in my hair. That's where half the paint is that's on my hand, on my brace. It's from pulling the paint out of my hair. You're welcome, Official Drags. You quit your job. I thought you loved it. I thought it was going so well. You're painting a mug too, though. I'm so glad that you're having some time to paint. I hope everything's okay, Catherine. I just hope you're okay. Well, it's true, Molly. I don't understand. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Catherine. That's so tiring. I'm glad you're okay, though. That's a lot. That's a lot. Tenny, when I make a mistake, I will typically let the paint dry, and then I will go back in an hour or two later and peel off the part that I want to fix or replace or do something with. This paint will still pull off of the surface fairly easily. I actually use a wooden stir stick, barbecue skewer type thing. And it works almost like an eraser. Like you can even just, actually here, there's some paint right here on the end. You can hardly see it, but I can go in here with my wood and it kind of erases it. So you can apply some pressure and you don't have to worry about it scratching your surface. And then you can just go in and replace what you're doing. So sometimes if I see something that isn't going well or that I want to change, I'll even leave it and I'll keep continuing on and finish more of the design and then go back to it after it dries and then pull that off. No, the plant holders don't have drainage. Oh, that's so kind, Chubblegum. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you. That's so generous. Been known to overwater. Ooh, you got some Martha Stewart's. That's amazing. Oh, yeah, the pinks, purple, and gold. It went really quickly. Thanks, Tenny. Chubblegum, is that who I think it is? It is Chubblegum. Chubblegum has super, super cute stickers. So thank you. If you're not following Chubblegum, you should be. I don't need to seal them. These are multi-surface acrylic paints that will cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or air curing for 21 days. Minimum of 21 days. So no sealing is necessary. So after this paint dries that I'm putting down right now, I will be going back in with that pearl mint like we did on these other ones and adding some more top dots there. All right. I'm thinking I get this project together for the kids to do. Oh, that would be lovely. That would be fantastic. Excellent idea. I hope they have a lot of fun with it if you do it. Hope you do too. It's very healing, very therapeutic. Very meditative. Oh, I'm so glad too, Tenny. I'm so glad that this is helpful for you. That's great. Love it. We have all ages together, my older kids. Oh, that would be wonderful. That would be so wonderful. All right. So there we go. So now we're going to decide what we're going to do here. We're going to do some walking dots. All right, so we are going to start with the lightest. Are we? Is that what we're going to do? Is that really what we're going to do, Jamie? I'm thinking. I had a guy donate 75. Oh, that's cool. Paint on those. Yes, this is all freehand. I design as I go. No stencils, no guidelines. So now I'm trying to make decisions. Okay, we're going to go with my original idea. Where we are going to start with the lightest green. So I'm going to create rows of walking dots like I did down here with the one row. I'm going to do that here, only I'm going to do 3 rows. And it's going to be all 3 of the greens. And then we will figure out some more gold to add in there shortly as well. Well, that's where we're going to start. Thanks, pretty mama. Yeah, that's a great idea. Throw a pretty flower in there, throw some of the little LED lights in there. You could do all kinds of fun stuff with those wine bottles. That'd be so fun. Okay, so now we're going to start the walking dots. Sorry, I'm going to zone out here a little bit, you guys, while I paint this. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit, get you a little bit better view. I'm going to try really hard not to shake anything. I don't think I'm going to be super successful at it, though. If you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the screen of my phone easily. So I will paint for a little bit and then I'll pause and catch up on comments, and then I'll paint for a little bit and I'll pause and catch up on things. So if it takes me a little bit to get to your comment or your question, please know that I'm not ignoring you. I'm just focused. Once I finish this row, I will pop back to the comments and see what I've missed. Oops. Oh, paint booger. Bear with me one moment, you guys. While I'm painting, I can't see my comments, so I will pause and come back after I have finished this row. I'll do that quite often where I'll paint for a little bit and then I'll pause and catch up on comments, so just bear with me. I also have some friends and some moderators here that may answer your questions ahead of time. And thank you, as always, to those people who do that. I appreciate it, and never something that you have to do, but I appreciate it when it happens. All right, so now we got row number 1 done. So we're gonna go on to row number 2, and I will catch up. Catch up on comments. I am using multi-surface acrylic paints. Thank you, May. Thank you, Skimptoma. That's so kind. Thank you. Yep. Oh, I see Barb answered you, and Tenny answered you too. Thank you guys for answering questions there. I appreciate that. And they are both correct. How does one get moderators? My friends. So I give them, and then I can give them moderator status in the lives, so that they can block users, block comments, gives them the stamp so that people know that they're a trusted source of information in this group of people. I'm going to be completely honest and say that I fell into a lot of this stuff. I've had people say, hey, make me a moderator and I'll help you. And I'm like, okay, sure. What does that mean? So there's still so much that I don't know. So moderators was a very new idea to me. I'm like, so there's people that'll just jump on my lives and help deal with all that stuff. And I just couldn't wrap my head around it. So yeah, just building that community. The people that want to help you and want to see you succeed will reach out and do that. And it was was and still is something that I never in a million years expected to have. And that's the thing. It's one of those things that, you know, for the most part, I don't need a moderator to deal with volumes of comments. But it does help me, no matter how many people are here, no matter how many comments there are, it does help me knowing that there are people here that can answer questions, so that if I kind of get sucked into the painting for a while, that it's not a big deal. So it's one of those things that I'm glad that I've had a couple of lives where, holy cow, my moderators have saved my ass, let me tell you. Many of them, not a couple, let's be real. Many of them. But yeah, it's just, it's just the people that I know that I have gotten to spend a lot of time with who have offered to help. Yeah. So you don't need them as far as to run your lives. But let me tell you, I can do any of this stuff without those people. None of it. Absolutely none of it. They're special. Very, very special. In a very stressful and hateful world, and there's tons of loving people. I hear so many people talk about all of this hate that they see all over TikTok, and I'm telling you that I don't hardly ever see it. The TikTok algorithm is something that you can really cater to what you want to see, and I don't see it. I see some stuff every once in a while, but I don't see some of the really horrible shit that people have talked about. So curate your feed. Really spend time and curate your feed. And just start creating that community. Always cater to the people that you want to surround yourself with, right? Make sure that who you are trying to attract to you and your business are the people that you actually want to be surrounded by, right? That's super important. I've heard so many people talking about, well, you get more views and then you can get more sales and you can get more this and you can get more that. I'm like, I would trade any day volume for, I don't want to say quality, because I believe all people have value, obviously. But I mean, you're going to attract your people, the people who actually want to be there because of you, right? And that's where TikTok is such a beautiful space to be able to create that. TikTok changed my life. TikTok is why I'm doing this as my job, you know? So it's a wonderful, wonderful environment. And if you're constantly, when you're putting out content, if you are speaking to the people that you want to surround yourself with, they will find you. And my God, they are amazing when they do. Yeah. We've been really lucky on these lives too. We really haven't had a ton of crap, which is very exciting. I don't see it here. I see it in the real world. Well, and that's the thing. So you keep looking for the love that exists out there and just surround yourself with it. And if that means spending time on this app, creating content and doing the thing that you love to do, and then building that community of people that you love to surround yourself with, that is the place to put your effort. You agree too, Tenny? A desperate proposal squeaks in every few months. What, Barb? I'm sorry. Can you try that again? I'm not getting it. Hi, Lori. How are you? If you put all of your energy into creating the life that you want for yourself, right? It's a filter that you look at everything through, and anything is possible. You can do it. You can do it. You can do anything you want to. Anything you want to. So if you want to change what you do for a living and support yourself and just be really clear on what you want, I can close my eyes and what I want now has changed dramatically compared to what I've wanted over the years. Dramatically. And I've gone much broader now. I want to get up. I want to have a comfy bed to sleep in. I want animals around me. I want to get up feeling rested, start off my day feeling positive and good energy, turn on some music or some stuff I love to listen to and just enjoy creating all day, eat some good food, read some good books, have some good naps, and have as much fun as I possibly can. The specific details, they don't always help to focus on them. So stay broad. What is the overall thing? I want to wake up every day and be so overwhelmed with how good I feel that it almost brings tears to my eyes. Or I want to wake up every day and have energy and be energetic and excited to start my day. Like whatever that thing is, stay nice and broad. If you get super specific about what kind of things you have to have around you for those to have those feelings, you almost get in your own way. Oh, that's so kind, Catherine. Thank you. Oh, yeah, the convict. That's right. That's right, too. Oh, Janice, that's so kind. I have a BFA and a husband. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not okay. And you know what? When you get to the point, so here's one of the biggest things that I've kind of come to, and I'm lucky. I feel very lucky that I know that there are so many different things that I could talk about that my perspective has changed on since TikTok and this art form and all of that sort of stuff is, and that is that I will not put my expectations on any other human being for how they should act. I will, however, be very particular and curate the energy that I have around me. So I don't need you to be different, but I'm still in control of what energy gets to me. Do you know what I mean? And if you can get to that point where you can say, you know what, I don't care whether you support me or not, makes no difference to me. It would be nice, and I'm still going to hope for that to happen someday, but I no longer need it from you. I found that there's been a lot of freedom in that. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Lori, and thank you. Every few months I get a proposal, yeah. Like, I don't know. Hasn't hit my price tag yet. I've been doing my job my whole life. Well, and that's the hard part. Yeah, that guy looking to be my friend. Well, you know what? There's always possibilities of things that you can be doing to help you get there faster, right? You have to decide what is the most important priority. Is there a bunch of stuff around the house that you don't need anymore that you could sell some stuff off? Are there different side hustles that you can try? You know what? It's just know that you're not stuck is the point, right? You're not stuck. You could start to grow your TikTok and just say, I'm going to put my focus into that so that it's ready to support me when I'm ready to walk away from my job, right? So from the reading that I have done on this art form, there's multiple cultures where dot mandalas, dot art, and mandalas are all seen. So there's, of course, Aboriginal cultures, Native American and Canadian, Indigenous Americans. from different religions where mandalas are part of the practice. I believe Buddhism is one where there's a lot of use of mandalas during meditations and mindfulness practices. I started really becoming intrigued by mandalas when I started a meditation practice, because I found it very difficult to quiet my mind. So I found them very, very helpful for me to visually help me quiet my mind. So they are a part of my meditation practice. And then I spent a lot of different times just exploring different ways to create mandalas. I work with animals, but the people are hateful. That's the hard part, right? Oh, thank you, Woodworking Woman. Stocking up some supplies so don't run. Good for you. How you doing, honeys? Hi, Victoria. Welcome. I'm happy you're here. So the spacing and the way that the mandalas are built on symmetries and things like that, that's all part of sacred geometry as well. So mandalas are a key part of sacred geometry, and I'm actually working to complete a course on sacred geometry as well, so that I can start to really understand the energy of mandalas and kind of practice with them a little bit more and understand more meaning. So it's fun to learn about, really, really fun to learn about. And I hope that that's going to lead to more and more learning around the art form. I'm so in love with doing the art form that I don't often sit and read about it, because I just want to make it. I just want to make it because it makes me happy. Yes, I will show you the rainbow mug here in a few minutes. I'll finish this row and then I'll get out the rainbow mug and show you. I have been painting mandalas for about 2.5 years. I've been drawing mandalas for about 3. I started with drawing mandalas, and then, you get onto Pinterest and you get whisked away into the Pinterest void. So it wasn't too long after I started drawing mandalas that I started looking to Pinterest for inspiration and for teachers. And that is where I first came across dot mandalas. Do I teach? I do. I have done live tutorials and workshops before, but it's not something I'm doing right now. I currently just kind of share things that I've learned and answer questions here on my lives, so kind of in a very informal environment. And I am in the process of creating some patterns to give some step-by-step instruction as well. All right, so now we're going to do a final row of the dark green, and we're going to do those in walking dots as well. All right, so we're gonna put the peak dots first. And anywhere where these dark green dots are gonna be, especially in these peaks here, I'm going to go back over them and we're gonna do this kind of 3D effect like we did with the other greens and do the top dots and in the different colors. This one needs to be a bit bigger too. Okay. Now we will go in and do the walking dots. Yes, okay. Oh, thank you, Becky. Oh no. That's awful when you get messed up on your timing, eh? And you feel it, you carry it with you. I'm glad you made it though. We still have another hour left here to hang out before calling it a night tonight. All right. Oh, not enough paint there. So I should be releasing my first pattern in about another week. It'll be available on my website. I'm going to be doing a little bit of revamping to the website as well, moving some stuff around so that it makes a little bit more sense and is a little easier for you guys to navigate, hopefully. But I will put up multiple posts here, Instagram and Facebook, leading up to the day that the patterns are launched. So I will keep you posted. Hi, Lynn. How you doing? It's good to see ya. How have you been? Thank you. Oh, shoot, and I was supposed to show the rainbow one. I will finish these walking dots and then I will show the rainbow one as well. Sorry about that. I just kept on going, didn't even think. All right. Oops, not enough paint there either. Okay, thank you. You're always so patient with me. Thank you. So we're going to add some big gold, I think, in here. Do all your dots flatten out like when they dry? Do they change size? Like, are you finding that they're flattening out and running into each other? Or do you just mean that once they dry, they're flat? Sorry, I asked too many questions. So if it's once they dry, that can be the paints. A lot of paints just aren't meant to be, like, this is still fairly flat, and I put a ton of paint on there. Is this when you're painting on mugs or when you're painting on stone or canvas? Okay, so they don't run into each other, but they're just drying flat instead of plumpy dots. That's usually because either A, the paints are fairly thin, or B, no, that's really it. Paints are thin or not too many layers. So most of my paints dry completely flat. Now these ones aren't, because I am using multi-surface acrylic paints, which are thicker than regular acrylics. And because I'm putting the paint on incredibly thick and multiple layers. So you can always, if you want the really big plumpy dots, the way to get that is to just do multiple layers of paint. So go back in with the same tool size, add more paint, and start to build up that dot. So more layers of paint is going to be your friend. But you can see how flat that center dot of mine is? And that was a ton of paint. Ton of paint. Now, when you use paints like Liquitex Basics, the heavier bodied, or any other heavy bodied paints, then you can create a stiffer, thicker paint that will stay raised. I don't thin out the paints on the mugs, because if I use water or anything, even pouring medium on mugs, it will impact the ability of the paints to adhere to the surface. So I use craft acrylics right out of the bottle when I'm painting on stone. So I have never used any of the heavier bodied paints. It's something I'm going to try, but definitely not for multi-surface. For multi-surface, they will not adhere to the ceramic or glass properly if you mix them with any kind of medium. So if I have a really thick multi-surface acrylic paint that I need to thin down, I will find another brand of multi-surface that's thinner that I can mix with the thicker paint. So I'll quite often mix Folk Art multi-surface with Craft Smart, because Folk Art's super thick and Craft Smart's a lot thinner, so I will quite often do that. I hope that helps. Okay, so I'm going to Hey, Beth. You're welcome, Rosebud. Oops, got a bubble. And that is way thicker of a line than what I wanted. So I'm going to actually pull this paint off now because it's still wet. I can get it off the surface with my silicone brush, at least most of it. And then the part that's left behind will be dry now. So I'm going to go in with my little wooden stick and I'm just going to literally erase. Use this like an eraser on that whole surface. Tilt it a few times. Paint is gone. Oh, yes, thank you. Rainbow mug, rainbow mug. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So sorry. All right, so there's the handle. And then there's the rainbow mug. Ran out of space, couldn't do the pink swoops around the edge because it was going to come up to the top here. But I think it turned out pretty cool. Hi, Jules. I'm doing good, hon. How are you? So these ones are going to be really cool too because these are going to have a lot of cool texture. This is one of those ones where there's a lot of texture because the paint's fairly thick. So this one's going to feel really, really cool. So this is one that is definitely going to need to air cure for quite some time. I'm not exactly sure how long I'm going to let it air cure at this particular point. I'm thinking it's going to be a good 30 days though, because there's a lot of really thick layers of paint on there. So I want to make sure it really, really, really dries super thoroughly before anybody has to worry about washing it or using it. So that's this one. This one was from my card prompt. I did have a card prompt, which was rainbow, and that was my day 22 card pull. So it is going to go onto a shelf for about a month, and I'll list it on my website when it's ready to go. I might list it before, like a week or two before, but I think it's going to be a good month before I let it out of my site. Oh, thank you guys. That's so kind. I'm so glad you like them. Like it. Thank you. You're doing better, Jules. That's good to hear. Thanks, woodworking woman. Thanks, Beth. Thanks, Lala. Thank you, Akira. I finished it. I added, the only thing I did on the live today was the little pink dots. I did most of the other stuff off camera. Oh, thank you, Artist Wannabe. That's so kind. Thank you. Okay, so let's try this one, see if this one is good. All right, so now we're going to try this one again. Oh, and that's not even slightly curved enough. So we're going to try again. This is a dotting tool that has a silicone brush on the end. It's great for pulling off wet paint. Quite often I will actually let the paint dry and then go back in later. But since we're right at the beginning here, like if I was halfway done a row and I had one kind of go a little wonky on me, I would leave it and come back to it later. Oh, I'm so glad, Pretty Mama. That's wonderful. I'm so glad that you're enjoying spending time here with us. All right, let's try this again. That's what I wanted. If you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the screen on my phone. So I'll pause every once in a while to come back and catch up on comments that I've missed. Today, for something different, we are listening to the Violent Femmes instead of Jason Mraz. Weird, eh? Right now, we're listening to the Violent Femmes anyway. The song's going to change soon. But I'm listening to my happy playlist instead of my Jason Mraz playlist. He is on the happy playlist, but it is not exclusively him on this playlist. All right. That's a big bubble. That wasn't long enough, but that's okay. I'll try to add more paint. That was just because I didn't have enough paint. I've actually done quite a bit of painting off lives lately. It's been nice to get back to. For the longest time, I've only really painted while I've been live. And I love painting live, but I didn't realize how much I missed just kind of being on my own, having my music on and just zoning out for a couple hours, you know? Oops, skipped one. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no. Sneeze went away. Yay! Ooh! Oh! Oh! Yep, felt that one in my stomach. You don't know how good catching something like that feels until you have dropped something and cried over it. Hey, Chris, how you doing? It's good to see you, love. And I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Best day so far? I love when you say that. That makes me so happy every time you say that. Best day so far. But made me drop my phone. I'm so sorry. You tried to catch it for me, though. Thank you. All right. So I think now we need to do some swoops. That's what I think. Actually, you know what we're going to do first? before we do swoops, we are going to do this. Yep. It's too much, isn't it? Yep, it's too much. Okay, I'm going to wait for those little dots to dry because they'll just pick right off. Yeah, nope, that was not a good idea. So we're going to try something different then. So what I'm going to do, what are we going to do? All right, let me try something here. Yeah, I love when you say that. That's my best day so far. Back to that one after it dries, and I pull those off. And then I'll probably come in after these ones, these little green guys dry, and I will probably add in some top dots to keep it shiny. I know, I make myself nervous, Caitlin, I promise. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is better, eh? Eh, honeys? So much better. So what I think I'm going to do, oh, I like that a lot. So wherever I'm putting these dark green dots, though, I'm going to come back and we're going to do top dots of the lighter greens and the mint metallic. Oh, I like it so far. I really, really like it so far. Emma B, thank you. How much are these cuties? They're amazing. And how in the heck did you fit the big one? That's okay. So my mugs are on my website for $42 Canadian plus shipping. Shipping is anywhere usually from $15 to $25, depending on where you live. I don't know if I understand, did I fit the big one? If you're talking about how did I put that dot down, I have tools that are all different sizes that will create different size dots. So that's how I do that one. I missed 2 green dots on the previous level. I did because I've got these little gold dots that I need to remove, and I'm waiting until they're dry. Let's see if they're dry now, though. No, they're not dry yet. They're close, but when they're dry, I'll be able to just really easily pick them right off of the surface, and then I'll go in and do the other 2 green dots in there. Yeah, I just had to wait for those to dry. But thank you. All right. No, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to start Yep, we're going to start with that. Yes, I do ship to the States. Thank you, Mina. I don't need to seal it because these paints are multi-surface acrylic paints and they cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or after letting them air cure for at least 21 days. So no sealer necessary. The best thing to do, so they do cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe, but I always recommend gentle hand washing just to be safe. They're not microwavable and they should never be soaked in water. If you do gentle hand washing and never soak it, never put it in the microwave, the paint should not come off. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you very, very much. You're most welcome. Happy to answer any questions that I can. I appreciate the love. Thank you. All right, so we are going to do some more swoops. Now, I believe, what size were those? So we're going to make these ones size 11s. We're going to make these fairly big. I'm going to make the first one fairly big anyway. Right, exactly. They can be baked on in the oven, but no microwave. Aw, thank you, pretty mama. Jackie, I see that. There we go, Jackie. So I place the dot and then I'm just pulling the paint down into the shape. So you're not painting with the tool, you're coaxing the paint into a shape. I'm trying to coax the paint to go into the shape of a swoop. Aw, thank you, Ashley. Hi, Clean. It's good to see you. I'm glad you were able to pop in and say hi. We have a ton of people here today. There's like 76 people here. So hello, everybody. Anybody who's new, it's lovely to meet you. Glad you're here. And anybody who has been here, I'm happy you're here too. It's good to see you, Clean. What's new and exciting? You doing okay? You taking some breaths? Doing your best you can to take care of yourself? Hi, Chameleonaire. Didn't even see that. Aw, thank you, Karen. That's all you can do, Clean, is do your best, right? And I'm doing good, honey. Thank you. I want to do color grades in all of the colors on these mugs, on these white mugs. I think it would be pretty to do like literally every color. A red one, a teal one, an orange one, a coral one, a pink one, a yellow one, a purple one, earth tone ones. I think there's so many possibilities, even just using a single color and creating a color grade, right? Creating multiple shades of that one color. So you don't have to have a ton of paints and you don't have to have a ton of experience, any of that stuff. Right? Just want to play. You just have to want to play a little bit. And these swoops are probably going to take us maybe not right to the end of our time, but pretty close. So again, I'm not painting with the tool. I'm not trying to draw with this tool. I just want to coax the paint into the shape that I want. I will be live tomorrow twice. I'll be live from 2 to 4 Eastern and from 7 to 9 Eastern tomorrow night, 2 to 4 p.m. Problem is I don't remember on which platform. So if you check out my post from a couple of days ago where I posted my live schedule for the week, it will tell you where those lives are going to be. One of them will be on Facebook, one of them will be on Instagram, and then I'll be back live here again on TikTok from maybe 1 to 3, maybe 2 to 4. I'm not 100% sure yet. Depends on if I'm going to see my dad on Saturday or not, or if I'm going to go see him on Sunday. But if I end up going to see him on Saturday, then I will be going live 2 to 4. But I will be live for 2 hours at some point here on TikTok on Saturday. If you're painting on ceramics or mugs and using multi-surface acrylic paints, you do not want to be thinning out your paints. Only be thinning out your paints if you're painting on stone, canvas, things like that. I don't have any experience using pouring medium to thin out heavier body paints. I use craft acrylics when I'm painting on stone or wood, so they're already at the right consistency that I need. And with multi-surface acrylic paints like I'm using here, or enamel paints or glass paints, any of those, you cannot thin them down with anything because it will impact their ability to adhere to the surface, because they are designed specifically for surfaces that are super smooth, like ceramic and glass. So if you're painting on mugs, you do not want to thin out your paint at all. Ooh, my hand's getting sore. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Cover your ears. Excuse me. Goodness. Thank you, Lala. Thank you for the blessed poos. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Some of my things are going to end up changing over time, but I want to make them as accessible and affordable as I can while still being able to take care of myself, you know. So I've got a couple different plans for the way that my pricing on my products is going to go going forward. So I'm going to be having most of my mugs will be able to stay at the same price, but every once in a while I'm going to start keeping track of the mugs or all of my projects really and how long they take me to complete, because you know there are times where I've spent 6 hours on a mug and I can't sell it for $42, right? So it's going to be kind of a case-by-case basis, but my goal is to keep most of the mugs right around the $42 range. Any mugs that I create while I'm on a live will 100% be $42. because it's so hard to judge how long a design like this would take if I wasn't live, right? Like, so I've already painted this mug for a couple of hours, but if I was sitting at home, I'm already at home. If I was sitting alone, with my music on and just head down and painting, I have no idea how long it would take me to paint this. So that's going to be a little bit different. Mick White. Oh, thank you. I see, Barb, that answered your question, but welcome. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming to hang out. For anybody else who's new here, my name is Jamie. I'm a mandala artist. I do a lot of dot mandalas. I occasionally do some drawing and some other kinds of mandala art as well. I've been doing this for a few years. I love to paint live. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. This is my full-time job. I did kind of quit I was running my own business for a while doing training and consulting in the automotive industry. And then I switched, and this is now my full-time job. I do have a website. The link for it is in my bio. I've got some mugs that are available right now on the website. And I try to add stuff in every couple of weeks. I also like to teach people how to do this sort of stuff. I have a Facebook group. The link for that is in my bio as well. And one of my admins in that group, one of the admins in that group does some beginner lives about once a month or so. And she's a great beginner teacher. But I'm also getting ready to launch some step-by-step patterns as well. So I like to spend a lot of time doing that. So, and although my links are in my bio, if you want to check it out, if you have any questions about what I do or who I am or any of that sort of stuff, please let me know. And if you want to try out this art form, if you have questions, please let me know and I'll do the best I can to help you. Because it's a lot of fun. It's very healing, very meditative. It's good for the soul. And here we want to be able to, I go live a lot, and I want to start going even more, but for now, I go live a couple hours a day, almost every day of the week, 5 if not 6 days a week. And it's incredibly important that if you want to come and spend time in this community, we would love to invite you in and welcome you. But we're very cognizant of wanting to keep it a very positive atmosphere. So it's come as you are. We don't expect you to be anybody other than who you are when you come here, and just kindness. Kindness is what rules this roost. So we're here to support each other. We're here to help each other get through some tough stuff and give each other some distractions and some happy time, and hopefully be able to make each other just feel better by being here and sharing our art and talking about things that we're passionate about, right? So that's just a little bit about what you're going to find here. Some incredible people, lots and lots of love, and maybe even a new hobby or some other fun stuff. I also talk too much, so I always start my goodbyes like 15 minutes early because it takes me so long to say goodbye. I'm that person on the phone, like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up first. I'm one of those. So I post my live schedule every Sunday. So if you just check back in my profile, it'll let you know where I'm going to be live and when I'm going to be live throughout the week. And I post a new schedule every Sunday. And hopefully we'll get to spend some more time together. You hang up first? That's good. Everybody needs that friend that's just going to hang up and say, yeah, enough of this. Let's go. We're done now. All right, so I'm just going to put this. I've got this little stand of foam that that I have here to hold this. Paint is fairly watery, so I don't want to stand it upright because I'm worried about the paint sliding quite a bit. But we'll see what happens. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Yuisa. No, you're good, Tammy. How you doing? I'm just catching up on comments here. JL Mitchell, I get my mugs at Dollar Tree. For about 3 years, McWhite. Oh, I see Barb already answered that. Good. Nice to meet you, Missy. I will do my absolute best to try and remember that. Aw, thank you, Cindy. So, we are now going to do some gold because we can do that while it's sitting here. We're going to add some detail. So, see, if you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the screen on my phone. So just know that if it takes me a while to get back to answering comments, I'm not ignoring you. It just takes me a little bit. But what I'll do is I'll paint for a little bit, and then I'll pause, and then I'll paint for a little bit, and then I'll pause and catch up on comments and questions. So just know that if I don't answer your question right away, I will do my absolute best to come back and catch up. And I will do my best to take a quick look at, wonderful, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on Instagram. Thank you, Barb, you're an angel. And 7 to 9 p.m. on Facebook. So I'm Mandala Love Affair on Instagram and on Facebook. So if you want to come and hang out tomorrow when I go live on both of those platforms, I'd love to see ya. And like I said, I've got a Facebook group as well. So if you want to join the Facebook group, there's a link to that in my bio. I just stuck my whole finger in paint. Hold on, I gotta move this. Lots of great resources in the group. Lots of incredible artists in the group that are happy to share what they know, which is wonderful too. But it's a super, super fun art form. If you like symmetry, if you like counting, if you, it's just really great for helping to slow the mind, slow the blood pressure, slow the breathing, all of that. It's incredibly healing. Let me scroll back and see what I missed. Thank you, H. Burt. Thank you, H. Burger. Incredible, I'm working that. I do find it like a meditation. Exactly, Peter. Exactly. Yes, please, if you're going to join the Facebook group, we would love to have you, but the request to join the group will automatically get declined if you don't type in that you agree to the group rules. So please make sure you do that so that I can approve your request. We've had some spam issues in the past, and we've got those a little a little bit more under control. But, yeah. Hello, Fry the Soup. I think I can put this down again for a sec. Oops. There we go. I don't sell on Etsy. I do have my own website, though, and the link is in my bio. Thank you, Nana. What's happening? Painting a dot mandala on a mug. What's happening with you? Hi, Lisa. I got it right today. I got it right today. Oh, thank you, Kat. I'm glad you like it. Lots of little projects that you can do that don't take up the time like ones like this do. That could be fun for you if you think you'd enjoy it. My vote is always for do it. Do the thing you think would be fun. Do it, do it, do it. But I understand that life gets in the way. Totally get that. Oops, that's not even close to a straight line. Not even close. So I will fix that after. That's terrible. Holy cow. Hi, 156 people. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jamie. I'm a mandala artist. I primarily paint dot mandalas because I'm currently hooked. But it's nice to meet you. I paint a lot of mugs. But I'll paint pretty much anything I can get my hands on, really. And I'm getting ready to release some patterns. So there'll be some step-by-step patterns on my website in the next week or so. Well, there'll be one, and then I'm going to start working on the next ones. Oops, much bigger. That's okay. I like the slight differences. All right, let me scroll back and catch up on comments. Thanks, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Curve Man. I would love to learn to do this. I think my 9-month-old would be thrilled. Hey, you never know. Maybe it'll chill you out and fall asleep right on top of you. You'll know when it's time. You'll know when it's time and how great that this is going to be something that's in your toolbox for when that day comes. You'll know when it's the right time. And until it's the right time, just keep soaking up the stuff that you enjoy. The stuff you enjoy looking at, the stuff you enjoy listening to. That's all you got to do. All right, so I'm going to put this down because we are getting ready to sign off. So what I'm going to do, and I'll give you, excuse me, a little quick sneak peek here, is I'm going to add some swoops up here. Just like so. And then I'm going to add the light mint green. I'll just show you what this is going to look like so you can see what one of them is going to look like. Then I'm going to add the light mint green. And then I'm going to add the metallic mint green. like so. So then we do the other side, right? So these are going to be, I'm going to be doing swoops like this in each section, and that'll finish off this design. I'm going to do some top swoops just like I did here and in here, finished it off with the metallic. Get it super, super blingy and good to go. Thank you, Hermit Crab. Hermit Crabby. Oh, I'm glad you like the tattoo. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Fry the Soup. This one was not a card pull chameleonaire. This one is just one that I just felt like doing. Weird, eh? Haven't done that in a while. I think the tea light candle holders got me. The tea light candle holders hooked me into painting something just because I freaking felt like it. So there's quite a few mugs that are available on my website right now if you want to check them out. I'm in the process of making more candle holders. These are tea light candle holders. These ones are almost ready to be varnished. I've got more that came out of their molds that I am going to be getting ready to paint. They have to dry. I make these out of gypsum cement and molds that I got from Dot Art Depot. So I need to let them dry for a full week before I can paint them. But these are we're going to be doing more of these too. So between the candle holders and the mugs, let me see. I've got some of the mugs here so I can show you. This is one of the mugs that's available. It's got the white pearl, and the really cool one is that when you touch it, it's super, super bumpy, so it's going to feel really good in someone's hands when they're taking a drink. They're going to be able to kind of feel it. One of the cool things that I really liked when I first started seeing about dot mandalas is that people called the dot mandala stones meditation stones, with the idea that you move your finger around from bump to bump as you repeat your mantra. So I really like the idea of doing that on this one. Let me catch up on the comments. Sorry. Thank you, Judy. Oh, good. And Fry the Soup's back. Progress on the rainbow cup. Absolutely. Let me show you the rainbow one. So this is the card pull from day 22. And this is our rainbow cup. What do you think, Tammy? Until it's the right time, I will watch and retain what I can in my mom brain. There you go, Kelly. That's good. Our addiction keeps many people gainfully employed. No kidding, right? To walk the dots, I use multiple different tools, the nail dotting stylus tools that have the balls on the end, the metal balls on the end, but I also use straight tools like this, that is a clay sculpture tool, and that's what I use to walk the dots, the gold walking the dots on that one. So the rainbow one turned out really, really good. Yes, this is complete freehand. Yep. Thank you, Tammy. Keep what? Thank you, Happy Jessie. Aw, hi, Bitchy Mary. I'm doing good. How are you, love? Thanks, Judy. Thanks, Chameleonaire. The yellow's fun, eh, Missy? Did I get it right? Thanks, Jackie. Oh, thanks, Janice. Got a job interview tomorrow morning. Oh, that's so wonderful. You're going to do great. Good for you. Partial to those candle holders. Aren't they great? And that's the thing, because they, you can keep mandala designs, right? This is just your center dot, so you can keep building that on there. I cannot wait to get more of these ready to paint. I can only make 2 or 3 of them a day. And then, like I said, I have to let them dry before I can paint them. So we'll get there. This is another one of the mugs that's available on the website right now. It's got this metallic rose. And it was the card pull for day 11. And the prompt for this one was gratitude. So when I thought of gratitude, I thought of pink sunrises and blue skies and pearly whites. So that is that one. Oh, and here's the handle for that one. I'm really happy with this one though. The mugs are $42 plus shipping, Canadian. Thanks, guys. Right? It's totally a sensory delight. Totally a sensory delight. I've got one other white one that is still available. And it's this one. So we've got gratitude. The rainbow will be listed in the future. We've got the black and white. This was a card prompt for a single color, for just the white on white. This one is the card prompt for my least favorite season, so I did winter. So that's all just pale blues and silvers and white pearls. Not as satisfying to touch as the other one, but still a pretty good one. The card prompt for day 16 was relief, and for that mug, I did this one. I love this one too. This one's available on the website right now too. So that is relief. Again, sunset, sunrise kind of colors with the corals and the pinks and the purples. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Kim. Thank you. Thanks, Hermit Crabby. Right? Braille mugs could be really cool. Thanks, guys. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Tammy. Thanks, Chameleonaire. All right, I'm trying to catch up on comments here, you guys. I'm so sorry. Mantra. So that would be like some kind of just a phrase that you repeat. So it could be like an affirmation or an intention. That would be a mantra that you could repeat. I think mantras as well can be melodic as well. So just kind of tones and sounds. But things that you would repeat as part of your meditation. And then this is another mug that I did. I love this one. I don't know how this one doesn't have a home yet. This one's day 15, and this one is resilient. Yeah, it's got the cool bright colors. Frig, I love this mug so much. So this one is resilient, and there's the handle. So all of these ones are still available on the website. The candle holders will go up in a couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll have some more painted, get a whole bunch done, and we can paint a whole bunch more together as well. I also made a bunch of, cast a bunch of incense holders as well, which will be really, really fun. Oh, thanks, Chameleonaire. Oh, thank you, Herbert Crabby. That's so kind. Thank you, Tuesdays. I'm really, really happy with how all of these pieces have been turning out. I was getting a little down on myself for not getting more done, not sticking to a goal that I had set for myself. And then I kind of just realized that, if I stick to the stuff that I really, really enjoy, they'll find their places. Oh, thank you. This is tattoo for my dog Ranger that I lost. Losing him is actually, it broke me. And so that's when I was looking for ways to heal. And that's eventually what led me to this art form. Thank you, guys. I miss seeing you too. Everything is doing good, honey. How are you? Are you doing okay? You're watching from Ontario, Judy. Fantastic. I'm in Ontario as well. I don't know for the candle holders yet. I will probably be around the same price as my other candle holders. I've got a couple other candle holders that are a slightly different shape that are on my website right now. So likely the same price for them. I'm just going to look that up for you. Collections, hand painted. Let me see. $64. So the tea light candle holders will be $64. $64 Canadian plus shipping. No, the card does not go with the cup because it's my own deck of cards. It's just there to name it, and then that goes back into my deck so I can continue to draw cards out of my deck for inspiration. So I created a dot mandala inspiration deck so that you can draw a card, kind of thinking of it like an oracle or tarot card pull, just pulling a card to give you that inspiration. They're available on my website as well. Thank you, Tuesdays. Thank you, Judy. Hi, Zumafu. How you doing, love? No, I am not doing custom orders. No, I'm sorry. Did look like pearls, eh? All right, I'm going to just reload the comments here, and then I'm going to have to say goodnight for tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to hanging out with me. I love the center painted in the candle holder with the teal. Isn't that fun? I missed a spot. I got to finish it, and then I'll be able to varnish it. Thank you, Complex Berry. Thanks, Just Hippie. Arlene, thank you. I am feeling better, Zumafu. Thank you. How are you doing? Thank you, Patriotic Lady. That's so kind. Thanks, Holy Moly. It's okay, Hermit Crabby. It is. It was just me and him for 6 years. Right? My whole life revolved around him. And sadly, the number of people that are just like, what's a dog? Get over it. Well, different, right? Patriotic Lady, I'm selling my stuff on Shopify website. There are links in my bio if you want to check out any of my stuff. Thank you, Private. Yeah, it was really hard. It was really, really hard. It took me a while before I was ready to have another animal in the house. Wasn't ready for another dog, so I now have a cat. Never in a million years would have predicted that I would ever have a cat, and never, ever in a million years would have guessed that I would enjoy having a cat as much as I enjoy her. It's hard though, right? It's really, really hard. Didn't know if I was ready. Yeah. Yep, they are family. Which mug did you get? Oh, I appreciate that, Hermit Crabby. That's so kind. Thank you. It's hard, right? And, we all go... It's something else that kind of just has become more and more evident to me lately, is that nobody has the right to say what is or isn't traumatic for you, right? And hand in hand with that is it's not my responsibility to make other people feel better about what I'm going through, right? So with that, it doesn't need an explanation, right? If it was traumatic, it was traumatic. Thank you guys so much for coming, and really would appreciate the yellow holder here on live. What do you mean? Oh, shipping to Florida, yay! I'm sorry, Missy, I'm not sure I know what you mean. I hope I will be able to hang out with you again really, really, really soon. Oh, this one? You got this one? Oh my God, yay. Yay! Aw, thank you, this and that. Hi, Britt, how you doing, love? We're just getting ready to sign off. Of course, I'm taking the 20-minute sign off here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. There is going to be a Saturday live. It is going to be from either 1 to 3 or 2 to 4. Please keep an eye out. I will put up an adjustment right now. It's set for 1 to 3 p.m. It's just going to depend on if that's the day I'm going to see my dad or not. But I will keep you posted. So assume right now that it's from 1 to 3, and know that I will update you if that changes. I love you guys. I know you're talking about the candle holder, but what do you mean you want to see it on a live? He said, really would appreciate the yellow holder here on live. What do you mean? It's here right now on live. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, you guys. I really want to understand what you're saying, Missy, first. Sending hugs right back to you. Oh, you want to purchase it? Okay, well, I don't know when it's going to be ready, but keep an eye on the website and keep an eye on my posts. I will post as soon as they are ready. Sorry, that I didn't get that. I get it now. Love you guys. Bye, Lori. Bye, Barb. Thanks, Hermit Crabby. Love you, Britt. You guys take care of yourselves, okay, please? And I will see you again really soon. Thank you so much for coming to hang out, and thank you for all of the love. Take care of yourselves, please. Love you. Mwah.